Welcome back, my delinquents. We have a case involving Twitch today, which is uniting artists, VTubers, and most of the streaming. And it has to do with AI, specifically an AI emote that came out this Christmas that was received horribly by Twitch streamers, VTubers, and artists, as it is a slap in the face into art scene. Twitch is a multi-million, $100 million company, and they are using lazy AI slop, as a lot of people put it, as it is horribly broken, this emote, but also it probably was a very cheap project that they just put off to AI. Though it doesn't seem they have made a major comment on why they did this, but the backlash is honestly humongous. And it has everyone uniting in hate against Twitch, as most Twitch drama does, because, let's be honest, it's Twitch. They always seem to scuff up everything. But let's get into this case, my delinquents. We're in the case room. Now look at this. Oh, it looks very harmless, doesn't it? Very harmless, if you just have a quick look at it. But I saw quite quickly that it was either heavily photoshopped or AI, and we'll point out some of the parts here. When you look at it longer than a second, that is if you thought the holiday hoopla was over, think again. This is the season for coming together like never before, because shared chat now includes shared viewership. Get combined view count boosted discoverably from December 6/13 as festive new emote named Jingle Bells. Please, cat in the chat. Which, the other announcement is fine. That's what's hilarious about this. There's one of the few things that Twitch has done right. Combined numbers for collab, so no one misses out on being pushed up by viewership, which always had to be weighed for a lot of streamers. To unlock, stream with the tag Holiday Hoopla in a shared chat session for 15 plus minutes. So let's look at this quickly, and as a lot of people point out here, we will get a little thing here, but if you can't see here, in here you can see right near the tongue, it's connected to the mouth like it's a slide. It's very weird. Eyes are actually separated, also odd. Same with the reflective light is in the wrong spot too. It's a bit weird, also quite large, making, if you look at it too long, he looks a little derpy, which I guess makes it a bit funnier. But also his whiskers aren't on this side, but he has huge whiskers on this side, so it's also very sloppy AI work, which is honestly kind of embarrassing. But let's get into the interesting part. As you can see, this has 2.5k likes, but 2.6k comments. And as any good veteran on the internet knows, if there's more comments than likes, something happened. Something bad happened here. So let's go into their points of AI. And some, just to go into this before we go into it, if you like AI, sometimes it has its place, but taking artist jobs isn't one of them, and multi-million-dollar companies should be not using AI trash to promote their stuff, especially when they can afford it. If you're from Moonbitch, who is a VTuber and known artist, they do fantastic work. If you oppose AI being used for global emotes, please vote on this user voice to make your opinions known. How can we prove emotes on Twitch? No AI for global emotes changed. Cat in the chat. AI is like a very contradicted thing. A lot of people and fans don't particularly like it, especially saying a lot of it is very weak work at the moment. It's not very good, it's inconsistent, and it takes jobs away, and it's just used to make more profit by giant corporations, and that's the reason they're trying to bring it in. They want to make more profits. Me, a VTuber approval point. I'm not an artist, and this took me like 10 minutes to crop out my own cat and put a hat on it. Yes, it can really be that simple, guys. It's really that simple. Especially seeing the fact, I could understand maybe if someone turned that in as their work and they didn't realize it was AI, but I find that very unlikely, which just kind of screams incompetency. Yeah, I got no time for tears, only anger. Shy Lily also waved in. This is another thing, in that it has a lot of support from big ones. Sometimes I really wonder what's wrong with you guys. Holy moly, 6k likes. It's impressive at this point. Honestly, it is really impressive, because it's so easy to avoid these kind of topics and these kind of scandals, but somehow Twitch still does it. They still are so clueless sometimes. You could have used a real cat like mine, who is 10 times cuter than any AI could produce. Look at him in his little tie. Look how handsome he is. Lana, what's wrong with his mouth? Which is when I scrolled back up and looked at his mouth, and holy crap, it is really broken. And Lana is an artist and a very popular VTuber. Beyond the AI usage, how hard is it to put a Santa hat on a kid? I know, like, if they're making something crazy maybe, but it's not hard. Look at this from Rio Asaka. It's usually pretty easy. Like, there's funny meme caps everywhere. Yuna, Kitsunebi, it took 2 seconds to make a my real booba laugh at your AI abomination. Do Twitch just not own cats? Sad. Probably, or they were just lazy, or they're trying to implement AI into more pieces of their work so they can save more money, or a freelancer turned it in. Because there hasn't been, you know, scams before. Some of the biggest VTubers and streamers have been scammed with emotes. I remember there was one case, some guy spent thousands of dollars for his emotes, and they were all just traced from someone else, the poor guy. And next to they weren't very good either, and everyone's like, you were so overcharged. And then he found out they were just stolen. Sometimes it happens like that, but honestly, I don't trust Twitch that they just weren't trying to make more of a profit as per usual, because that's all these big companies are about, is making as much money as possible on as little employment. Riku, a very popular artist and a live 2D modeler, a mode artist exists. Twitch, I'm blind. Again, yes, there is so many emote artists, and they would love to be part of, like, being a world emote. I'm sure they can afford commercial right fees. Everyone else does, or the other VTubers do. Twitch is getting lazier each day. Keep up pretty art, Rico. They'll realize at some point AI will drive themselves into a pit. This is also a good point here, because a lot of people's like, oh, AI is the future. AI cannot exist without new art going into it. So you ruin all artists' career, there will only be AI incest. Weird word, but that's what they call it, where AI just uses other AI to make new photos, and it ends up messes. A lot of AI companies have already started having outrage at the fact that a lot of artists are using programs that make it impossible to go through AI, and they're getting this problem of AI incest with their work, and it's ruining their programs. It cannot self-sustain. It can't run without artists. Squee-chan, I'm not sure about this, dudes. San, it's not too late to pick yourself up and try again. Leah Kitties, it's not even a good AI generator where people are questioning it's legitimate. It just generally looks bad. That too, there is some crazy AI where you're just like, is this real? Is this real, my brothers? Look at that face. See, look, you can't get that dirt from AI. That's genetic. Delete it. It will, while you still have time, says Lucy Pryor. See, there is so many big VTubers like backing this up that this was a terrible thing to do. This was so disrespectful for artists and just lazy. Why is Twitch getting lazier and lazier? I know they somehow still can't turn a profit even though they're owned by Amazon, which is incredibly suspicious in itself. But why Twitch? Just why? If a mid-run indie VTuber can afford to pay commercial rights to artists for emotes and everything, twice the price of the original, I'm sure Twitch can open their wallets and do the same thing. Next, some people used to be a big deal getting asked by Twitch to do an emote for them. People loved it. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain, it just started pouring. And they're just taking that away from everyone. It's very annoying that they would do this. It's a big part of the Twitch community. But what do you guys think? What do you think of this Twitch debacle over Christmas, where they unleash a good piece of information and slap on the face of it the AI, just AI slop, which the good piece of information is shared viewership and better chat. For collabs, which is actually an improvement people want. Amazing. Twitch did something people want. We're all shocked. But why do they do this? Why do they always release one small good thing with something that's just a slap in the face to creators? I don't know why they do this. It is so easy to do the right things. Or are they just so out of touch? They don't know what people want. Or they just don't care. Do you agree with these other VTubers and artists? What do you think about this, my delinquents? Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, ring that bell, check out the Patreon, or join as a member for early access to videos, and I'll catch you next time. My delinquents.